Okay, let me set this up. The plant I work at is 6 miles from Chrysler, and the plant sits off Van Dyke. Now, the way you get up there is a straight shot. You go right up Van Dyke, and you get to 16 Mile. Now, 16 Mile is called Metro Parkway, but there's a sign that says Metro Parkway. You can see Chrysler on the left-hand side of Van Dyke when you get up there, but you can't make a left-hand turn. So you have to make a right, go around the Michigan U, and then you just go up in the truck entrance. That's it. It's pretty simple. Every driver that drives regularly for the things that we supply to Chrysler, we call it SHAP for short, Sterling Heights Assembly Plant. But every driver says this is a real easy run. You know, you're just going 6 miles up the street and you're there. So this driver from Autobahn pulls up, and currently at the plant, we're just overcrowded for space. We got too many trailers, and it's just not room to do anything. So he was just going to drop his trailer and leave, and I'm thinking, there's no way you're going to be able to do that. You're going to have to take your trailer up the shaft. And when he goes in and talks to the dock coordinator, that's exactly what he's told. You got to go to shop. And he comes up to me with the address. And our address does say 16 Mile on it. And I said, oh, okay. It's just a straight shot up Van Dyke. And I explained the whole thing to him. I explained the Metro Parkway. He couldn't understand what was going on. And I explained it to him 3 times. 3 times. And he still couldn't understand. So then he says, can you draw me a diagram? And I just said, okay, fine. So I drew a diagram, and I even drew little representative landmarks: the Sonic, the bank, the Myers. No, not a Myers. Home Depot. I just drew the subway. I just drew all that stuff. I also drew a little picture of a truck and the dotted lines showing the route he should go to get up in the shop when he gets up the Metro Parkway. He's looking at it, still can't understand. And I'm like, are we serious? So then he says, I have a GPS in my truck. Do you think that will help? Yeah, a GPS will help. Now, you know, I'm not giving him attitude, but in my mind, I'm thinking, are you serious? We cannot be serious right now. So he goes and gets his GPS. Now, mind you, all this is taking like 40 minutes because I'm leaving to go do something else. I'm coming back. He's still there. His truck's sitting on the street. He's still like confused. And it takes 15 minutes to get up to shop. So the time he's standing there debating on what to do, he could have went and came back. And he's also saying, well, I'm out of hours, but dispatch wants me to go, blah, blah, blah. So we type in the GPS address, directions for the GPS. And it pulls it up. And I show him, look, this is just what you got to do. Still can't understand it. So then he pulls out his iPhone and pulls up Google Maps. And I'm like, you got the GPS, you got an iPhone, you're a truck driver. How are we having issues today? So again, I wasn't thinking that. I wanted to be real patient because it's like I want him to just get up there. He had trouble typing in shop in his phone. So I just pulled out my phone. I said, Chrysler Sterling Heights. Matt pulls it right up. And I said, look, this is all you got to do. It's right here. Still couldn't understand it. Then he says, well, is there a driver that's going up there that I can follow? Because I'm just confused. So one of our regular drivers comes back with his empty trailer. And he's about to grab a new load and head back out. So I said, look, man, this is the situation. Now, I'm laughing about it. And he laughs about it when I tell him what's going down. He's like, does the man just want to follow me up there? I said, yeah, that'll be best. So he talks to the guy, and the guy says, well, let me call dispatch. And he's taking a long time to do that. The other driver's like, I got to go. Boom, he leaves. Then he comes to me, and he says, oh, he left. I needed a way up there. And I just said, let me see if there's another guy on another side that's going to go. At that time, the driver calls me back. He says, Dom, I was so busy laughing at you, I forgot my paperwork. I said, no problem, because I'm about to have this guy follow somebody else. So I went around to the other side of the plant, called another driver getting ready to go, and I said, hey, this is the situation. He's starting to laugh, too. And I said, and I also got to give you some paperwork because I made old boy laugh about this situation. He's like, no problem. Have the guy come around, and he's like, I need help. And the guy's like, just follow me. So then they go. And I'm like, this is crazy. So then Saturday night while we're working, a car pulls up and the guy gets out of the car. And the first driver with this whole deal looks at me and he looks at the shadow because it's getting dark out. And he's like, is that our friend? And I said, oh, let me back up. I forgot one part. The first driver said when the Autobahn guy finally got up there, he looks at him and he says, hello, my friend. So that's been a going joke between us. I was like, if I say hello, my friend, in that little accent, you know who we're talking about. And we call him our friend. So anyway, Saturday, he comes up and the first driver looks at me. He's like, is that our friend? And I'm looking, I'm like, sure enough, it is. So he comes up to me. He's like, thank you for all your help. Thank you for your patience. And he gives me a Snapple. And I'm like, thank you. Thank you for the Snapple. But I'm thinking in my mind, if you know how badly I was laughing at you these past couple of days, you might not want to give me the Snapple. Then again, he might laugh with it and still give me the Snapple. But just a trip. You know, I blew my mind with it. Absolutely blew my mind. Funny.